everyone. Hope you're having a glorious day. How do you know what is true? That's what we're talking about. My naturalist, materialist, atheist friend who believes in evolution is stuck with this belief that there is nothing beyond matter, its movement and mechanisms. This idea that we do not make our own choices or have free will. Only the antecedents that happen before an event are what determine what will happen in the future. What do you think? Do we have free choice? Let's explore this. See, we come to know truth through exploring reality around us with our mind. Have you ever had the experience where you saw something on Amazon, you wanted it, and you chose to buy it immediately without a belief of a need for savings or the idea of a budget? So just because we want or desire the world to be a certain way, and that influences our choice, doesn't mean that that's the way that reality works. See, we might have a desire, a natural desire for sex, but we may choose to express that through pornography, which gives us artificial sensations from a virtual reality. And it's invariably going to influence our beliefs about a woman's nature and our ideas about how women should behave. So if we have a desire to sleep with whomever we want or whomever we can attract and choose no sexual restraint, that is going to influence our beliefs like the sacredness of sex or sanctity of sex. It's going to cause us to ignore our thoughts about how our actions might hurt others we sleep with and then dump. So if we rely on our sensations and desires only to make choices, we're behaving like animals. Can our senses really be trusted? Immanuel Kant brought up this objection and he said, perception cannot be trusted. Tell me, what colors do you see? Say them out loud. Some of you said red for this one and blue for this one, even though that color is blue and that color is red. Sensory can be disturbed, and we deal with this all the time in psychiatry, like hallucinations, which are hearing things that aren't really there, seeing things that aren't really there. Delusions, which are false ideas, false beliefs, like the CIA has planted a chip inside my brain. It doesn't mean we reject all sensations, but there are other truth claims we cannot explore with our five senses. So we know truth by exploring reality with our mind. And there are some things that cannot directly be sensed, like the world of ideas and different beliefs. So how do you know beliefs are reliable or ideas are trustworthy? Well, we know truth by exploring reality around us with our mind, and there's an important tool called reality testing, which has three entities or three questions that it answers. Does it make sense? Can we verify it? And is it important? Well, how do we know? How do we evaluate truth claims? Consider this truth claim, this belief or this idea that we can't directly sense with our mind through our five basic senses. We use another method, reality testing. So random mutations improve biological function. This is a truth claim from evolution. So random mutations with environmental pressure through the mechanism of natural selection over a long period of time improve biological function. But is it true? Does it reflect the reality that we know? Well, what is the reality about mutations that you know to be true? Do mutations impair or improve biological function? Have you listened to the news and heard where a man was born with a mutation and can run the 100-meter dash in 3 seconds? Or do you turn on the news and hear that mutations are causing increased rates of schizophrenia, increased rates of autism, genetic autoimmune disorders, metabolic deficiencies like gluten and lactose intolerance? See, if we have a belief in something like this truth claim from evolution, our origin is a chance event over a long period of time. It's going to foster beliefs that we're a cosmic accident, the end result of an unguided product of a random chance event over a long period of time. And it's going to lead to thoughts like, I don't matter, even influencing our choices to live without concern for others, or maybe even suicide or shooting up a school. That can influence sensations like depression and anxiety. It can also influence our desires like being selfish or seeking out our own pleasure at the expense of others, or avoiding pain, maybe even at the expense of others. In the next video, we will learn how to produce desirable emotions and like hope, peace, joy. And we will see what happens when we abandon our reality testing mechanism to determine what is true. Thanks for listening.